10 most destructive landslides and rockfalls caught on camera. Number 10. Brazil Dam Rupture. A video recorded the terrifying incident of a dam rupture in Brazil that took place on January 25, 2019. This tragic event involved the collapse of a tailings dam at the Córrego do Feijão iron ore mine, which was operated by Vale, a major mining company. The dam failure resulted in a massive release of mining waste, including mud and toxic sludge that surged through the surrounding area, causing widespread destruction and claiming hundreds of lives. As per the reports, the incident resulted in the death of at least 65 people, with 279 others reported missing. The disaster also had severe environmental consequences, as the toxic waste contaminated nearby rivers and ecosystems. This video shows cars frantically attempting to flee as a powerful flow of mud rapidly approaches. The surge engulfs structures near the dam and various parts of the neighboring city of Brumadinho, creating a distressing and sorrowful scene. The Brumadinho Dam disaster was one of the worst mining-related accidents in Brazilian history, and prompted increased scrutiny and calls for improved safety measures and regulations within the mining industry. Number 9. Cliff collapse in Brazil. A tragic incident occurred in Brazil where a large rock formation fell from a cliff, resulting in the loss of at least 10 lives and leaving numerous others injured as it crushed boats below. The incident took place in the city of Recife, situated in the northeastern state of Pernambuco. A portion of the cliff crumbled and fell onto a group of beachgoers below, resulting in the devastating loss of lives. As per the reports, there were indications of a potential collapse beforehand. Cliffs collapsing can be dangerous events that may cause casualties and significant damage to property and the environment, so it's essential to stay informed about any such incidents and see what happens when no one listens to these warnings. This is the reason why it's crucial to avoid being close to such cliffs, as the severity of their impact can be extremely dangerous and unpredictable. Number 8. Landslide strikes a bridge. Have you ever thought about the mighty wrath of nature? What happens when a landslide happens? Have you ever wondered about it? During a landslide, large masses of soil, rocks, and debris can rapidly move downhill with significant force. If a landslide occurs upstream or nearby a bridge, it can cause substantial impact forces. The impact can lead to the partial or complete destruction of the bridge supports, weakening the overall structure and potentially causing the bridge to collapse. Having said that, just take a look at this bridge constructed on a steep slope in a mountainous area. It was struck by a massive landslide, unleashing tons of rock, mud, and debris, which fell down the hill and crashed into the river below. The landslide's sheer force was powerful enough to demolish the bridge, creating a gap where it once stood and disrupting a crucial transportation route. Number 7. Tokyo Landslide. In July 2021, a dreadful landslide was captured on camera in Tomi City, Japan. The catastrophe was triggered by unprecedented rainfall in the region, leading to severe devastation. As landslides struck a residential area, they engulfed homes and caused massive destruction. The incident resulted in the tragic loss of at least 25 lives, with numerous others reported missing and presumed to have died. Rescue teams were promptly dispatched to the location, putting in a lot of effort to find survivors and remove debris. The landslide was linked to the combination of heavy rainfall and the geological vulnerability of the area, which was further worsened by urban development and land use practices. This calamity led to renewed demands for enhanced infrastructure and urban planning measures to reduce the risks of similar incidents in the future. Number 6. Landslide in China. One of the most frightening landslides to have ever been witnessed is the one that took place in Sichuan, China. This catastrophic natural disaster struck on June 24, 2017. The landslide was triggered by heavy rainfall in the region, which led to the instability of the soil and rocks on the steep slopes. The saturated ground could no longer support the weight, resulting in a sudden and catastrophic failure, a massive landslide in a remote region of Maosheng County, sweeping away dozens of homes and buildings in its path. The landslide is believed to involve a staggering 40 million cubic meters of debris, resulting in the loss of over 100 lives, with dozens more missing and presumed dead. Rescue operations were immediately initiated to search for survivors and recover the victims buried underneath the debris. However, the challenging landscape and ongoing risks of further landslides made the rescue efforts difficult. Number 5. Sierra Leone tragedy. As you may be aware, one of the major reasons for landslides is heavy rainfall, and the catastrophic landslide in Sierra Leone serves as a great example of this phenomenon. This particular landslide was set off by heavy rains and took place during the early morning hours, catching the residents by surprise when they woke up from their sleep. The landslide was of immense scale, completely burying entire neighborhoods and leaving behind widespread destruction and devastation. It's estimated that hundreds of people lost their lives in the landslide, with many others missing and presumed dead. The sight of hundreds of cars buried in the mud, people being forced to run for their lives, screaming and shouting as they desperately attempt to escape the path of destruction, and the land bearing resemblance to a scene from hell presents a truly horrifying sight. Seeing such a sight in person can be truly shocking. The noise of the landslide alone could be overwhelming, and it serves as a powerful reminder of the immense force of nature and the crucial need to be aware of potential hazards in our surroundings. Number 4. Devastation in Peru. Undeniably, landslides are among the most disruptive forces in nature, possibly serving a purpose when human activities become uncontrollable. Just look at this landslide in southern Peru that resulted in at least 15 fatalities, 20 injuries, and 2 missing people. They must have been in disbelief, witnessing a chaotic blend of earth, rock, mud, sticks, and even animals, as they get caught in the turbulent flow of landslides and swept away by the powerful currents of water. That's why, guys, we're telling you, heavy rainfall is no joke. Prolonged rainfall is one of the most common triggers for landslides, especially in areas with steep slopes or loose soil and rock materials. Such heavy rainfall can also cause surface runoff, leading to erosion of the top layer of soil or vegetation. This can expose underlying weak layers and destabilize the slope, further increasing the risk of landslides. Number 3. Cliff falls on people on beach. Here's another incident when rainfall became one of the triggers to cause a cliff to collapse. A video recorded the chilling incident when the rocks tumbled silently, crushing the victims below. These people were enjoying a sunbathing and relaxing session on the beach when the tragedy occurred. Boulders and rocks rained down on them, causing severe injuries to some, who were then quickly taken to nearby hospitals for treatment. The initial cause of the collapse was believed to be a heavy rainfall in the area, potentially weakening the cliff structure. Just like we told you, heavy rainfall is no joke. Make sure you stay away from such sites after prolonged rainfall. Number 2. Landslide near a campsite in Malaysia. It is a universally acknowledged fact that when human activities have a significant impact on Mother Nature, she responds with agony. This was evident when a tragic event occurred on December 16th near Genting Highlands in Malaysia, where a massive landslide claimed the lives of at least 16 people while they were asleep at a campsite. The lengthy slope descended from approximately 30 meters above the camping area, causing cars to be overturned, crushed, and submerged in mud. That's why it's always recommended to not camp near landslide-prone areas, as it can be risky and potentially dangerous. The reason is that landslides are difficult to predict with precision, especially in remote wilderness areas. Even if you're monitoring weather conditions, it might not be enough to accurately forecast a landslide, and they happen so suddenly and without warning, you might not even have enough time to evacuate safely in the event of a landslide. Number 1. Curiosity takes a life. Let's take a look at one of the most terrifying moments of rockfall ever recorded. A frightening situation unfolded as a person's life was taken away due to his curiosity. The man's life was put in peril when a piece of cliff dramatically escalated. Large and dreadful rocks tumbled down from the mountain onto the water's surface, eventually rolling into the deep river below. Hence, landslides and rockfalls are natural occurrences that can unleash strong forces, causing devastating consequences in their aftermath. In this video, we looked at shocking and extraordinary instances of these events captured on camera, offering a glimpse into the unpredictable and intimidating power of nature. What do you guys think about this? Tell us in the comments, and until the next video, take care and goodbye.